right, we're checking out the only game where the better a car floats, the faster my will to live sinks. It's GTA. We want to find out which vehicle in GTA floats the best, and so Alex has put together a brand new challenge. By utilizing the watery, salty death fluid that surrounds me as a Floridian, Alex has put together a series of difficult challenges in order to test which vehicle in GTA can deal with water the best. Now, the way Alex said he designed this is each event can only be beaten by one single vehicle. Once we find the vehicle that wins the challenge, that's it. We'll know that that's the one that gets the point. Sometimes the vehicles will have to climb the water like a demented salmon. Sometimes the vehicles will have to push things in the water because that makes a ton of sense. And sometimes it's just a matter of which one doesn't drown you. He's given us these different floating failures to use, but as always, only one can be the winner. Let's do this. God, I want this thing to win just one time. Mighty. Yeah, I never feel that way. Every time I climb into this thing, it's a one-way ticket to thinking about uninstallation. Which floating car can swim upstream faster? Ah, yes. Here we get to see the... Oh, that was kind of cool. We get to see the GTA vehicle in its native habitat, swimming upstream in order to spawn. It also gave me a certain timeline. I know there was like 10 seconds or something. I don't really remember because I wasn't paying good enough attention. I clearly didn't do it fast enough because I don't think this should be there. Can I just cheat this? Can I legitimately just crawl around this and like climb up this wall? You put it too high, didn't you, Alex? Let it not be said though that I won't give my cheating potential a fair shake. Okay, the Sherp couldn't do it. Let's find out if Flo can. Nothing quite like piloting a vehicle named after the progressive girl. Now, I have a feeling this is gonna do incredibly well because it's got an engine and then it has a second engine. It's kind of like cheating. See, it has two engines. It has a car engine and then it has a boat engine, and it got pretty close. I wanna try this one more time. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could line it up on the start of the board precisely. If you can get the wheels on a little bit of the rocks and stuff like that, you can definitely get some more speed. That's very futuristic of you, Alex. Now, this car is an interesting contender because it doesn't just float, it swims. I also love the fact that this thing swims upstream like a salmon. And Alex made it salmon colored. It's like a salmon colored vehicle. It does not do this quick at all, though. I think the Sherp was faster. All right, onto the bathtub-shaped ATV. Part jet ski, part ATV. All disappointment. Ooh. Wow. Okay. This is legitimately fast. Hey! Oh, we found the best one. Okay. I would have never guessed. And in case you're wondering, real quick, no. That tank thing is not going to be able to beat the ATV in a timed event like that. Which floating car drives faster in shallow water? Okay, that's unique. So now it's not really about trying to, you know, boat somewhere. It's about just getting through a puddle. Well, a really large puddle. All right, so 20 seconds. The gate drops. We're flying around. The pelicans are looking at me sideways, thinking about all of the fuel and oil I'm probably leaking into their habitat. Yeah, well, guess what? Okay, this is for science. Okay, this is a test. We're trying to determine... Oh, you put slowdown circles on the outside. I thought they were just boundaries. Oh, you can't even go this way. You're like underneath the bridge. Okay, I'm nowhere near close. What's a checkpoint? I'm gonna try this one more time. The reason why is because I just want to try it. If we turn it into its jet ski version, it feels a lot faster in the water as a jet ski. The only thing is the turning is really wide in its jet ski form, but you can turn back into the wheels. Okay, so probably about 100 feet away from the end. I'm just giving it one last try. I wanted a perfect run with the jet ski, and no. All right, Slick, this could be your day in the sun. Well, it's like Florida, so technically it's everyone's day in the sun. In fact, there's so much sun that the sun will probably murder you before anything else does. With the wheels down, just using this like a normal car, it's pretty fast. It's not bad. Again, it doesn't turn really well. All right, so now we're gonna try it in its boat formation. So, is this better? Is this... No, this is 100 times worse. This is a terrible idea. I think it's just dragging on the ground. Yeah, it's just dragging on the sand. Okay, this is your opportunity to do anything besides burn diesel fuel and make me regret choosing you as a car. Hey! Okay. Top speed isn't great, but turning is very easy. You can kind of squeeze past all these. You see, the barrier isn't up yet, but I have a feeling I'm not even going to get underneath the bridge before I... Now, in case you were like,
But Gray, maybe the tank has speed that you didn't consider.
yeah, okay, hold on. 20 seconds, shallow water that is way too clear to be water. Okay? If I woke up in Florida and say it's all water of this clarity, 100% I would think I was dead. There is no way that there is a place on the west coast of Florida with water like this with a bridge nearby. This thing wasn't even close. It may have done worse than the Sherp. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this truck boat probably has the best opportunity of doing, oh my God. Oh wow, this is, this is way faster than I thought it was. I was gonna say it has the tires and the floaty barrels, so it kinda has a little bit of everything. Can I just go on the, no. The slowdown circle reaches all the way up the mountain. If it wasn't for my innate desire to try and end my character's lifespan, I think we probably would have made it. So I need to squeeze these turns and not do it like that. I might still make this, hold on. This one's gonna be the hardest turn because if you hit that slowdown circle, there's no way to complete this, but look at how close we got. Oh wow, I almost made it. I was like a second off. If we run this perfectly, if we get 100%, on this run, I think that this will make it to the end. The other thing is the hitbox is a little bit wider than you think because of the barrels. So if the barrels hit something, it counts. Oh, this is it, this is it. We got it. We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it. Yeah, I touched the deck behind. Does it count, Alex? I'm not dead yet. I'm still alive and I touched it. It counts, right? So just in case that wouldn't have counted, I wanted to give myself another perfect run. And there we go. Checkpoint. Which floating car pushes objects better? Okay. It's like the Strongman competition. Just like the Wish version of it. So now we have to push a bowling ball up a ramp, it looks like. Will this have the mass to push the bowling ball? Now, in order to push the bowling ball, you must hit the ball hard, okay? You're gonna hit the ball low and strong and shoot it as well. But he gave me a gun, so I don't know if it's required that I use this or what. So now you have to push it up the ramp, and then I don't know if it's supposed to stay on here or you just yeet it aside or what, but now there's 2 buoys that we're going to have to push past. So, can you get... Oh, wow. Oh, I don't think this thing is strong enough to get through the 2 buoys. It's like a crowded elevator. They're both just smashed against the wall, slowing everything down. This is less a question of can I do it in time and more of a question of can it do it at all? I love that while I'm trying to do this, there's just a random guy who's brought his boat up next to me and then he's just following me. Okay, so can the truck do it? No, it cannot. Oh, this is your time, mighty. It's green. It's like the Hulk, okay? The Hulk of vehicles. I really don't know how strong this thing is at pushing stuff. I know it's kind of a pain to drive in every single challenge I've ever done with it, and it's honestly terrible at pushing. Could this get this bowling ball to the end? Yes, probably. Do I feel like sitting here and dealing with the slow, monotonous agony of moving this bowling ball 1 inch a minute? No, I don't. This must be what it feels like to be a disappointed father. The Sherp's gonna be like,
But Dad, it's my birthday.
here's your birthday present, son. There's some free swimming lessons for you. Now, this is an opportunity for the tank to shine. 25 seconds. Which floating car pushes this the best? I think we're finally gonna see. Oh yeah. Here we go. You can do it. Doing okay. It's kind of scary that the truck probably did the best so far. The only problem is the truck couldn't get past the buoys. I don't know if this thing has the speed and the weight to be better. Oh, it couldn't make it to the wall before it popped up. I'm trying this one more time just to make sure I couldn't make it happen, and no, I can't. I wanted to go one last time. I feel like if I get, okay, that was really lucky. I was gonna say, if I can get a really good first push, like where I climb up on top of the bowling ball, I think we could probably shave an extra 2 or 3 seconds off of our run time. This might make it. I might be able to get this ball past the, hey, just barely, by about half a second. So now it doesn't matter the time that it takes, It more just matters, can it force its way through the buoys? Oh, and by the way, this is what you get for being a looky-loo. All right, so can it get through the buoys? Oh my God! Well, it wasn't so much can it get through the buoys as it just, like, Tarzan swung over the buoys. Now, I just have to make sure that I don't get yeetily-deeted by the... I can't believe I timed it like that. I didn't know it teleported. Checkpoint. Okay, so now we have 3 different vehicles with points. Which floating car can swim faster? Okay, very normal. How fast does it swim? Probably not really fast. This doesn't really strike me as a speed skater. This more strikes me as a bulldozer that just has a bunch of children's inner tubes tied to it. What am I looking at? What is this, like a wave pool generator? What do you got going on here, Alex? Ooh, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's kind of interesting. The weird thing about this is once it uses up all of its forward momentum, it is really slow. It is awful. This thing is like the tortoise in The Tortoise and the Hare. Like in the beginning, the tortoise has a bunch of methamphetamine that it's been using, but once that's out, it is just tortoisey again. So now you have to... Are they wearing cowboy hats? Why? It's like a bunch of Texas Ranger on a jet ski. Also, they are moving way faster than I think jet skis move. Look at that! Look at the acceleration they have. Whoa! So it definitely can get through the jet skis, right? Like getting through the jet skis is not a big deal. Now you might get yeeted by the... Ooh! I was gonna say you might get yeeted by the windmills, but somehow I'm just dodging all of them. This is incredible. I got all 3, and I didn't I didn't slow down or anything. That was a 1-try dodge. So after you do all of this, I wanted to see if I could jump on this wall because the barrier's already down. We can't beat this challenge in this vehicle. I'm gonna try the winner of event number 2 because I think this is pretty fast in the water. I don't know if it's as fast as the Sea-Doo, but it's okay. You know what? It's faster when there's ground for it to utilize too. When it has the perfect mixture of ground and water, this thing I think is unbeatable. But in just the water, I don't think there's any way for us to get to the end. I still want to know what this Dyson, like, death-bladed fan is that he's decided to put here as well. Now, the other real question is how does it deal getting slapped across the mouth by a light speed going jet ski? Let's find out. It slows it down. Like, it'll slow it down almost all the way. So this is definitely not the vehicle for this challenge. All right, this is a tough one. We're gonna see if the ATV can do it. I'm not gonna lie, when someone makes a YouTube video and it says, I bought the cheapest Sea-Doo on Amazon, this is what I picture it to look like. It looks like a child's toy that's been turned into a legitimate vehicle that you can drive around, but it only costs $800 on Amazon or something. So far, easily the best thing we've driven for speed, and it's not close. I just have to make sure I don't get murdered by the other jet skis. How could all of you turn on me like this? I think we're gonna make it. Oh yeah, there's like no way I can get hit by one of the windmills too because it's so small. So now it's mostly a matter of how do I get past the wall? I mean, we do have our gun, so I can do that. Oh no! On the bottom! I totally was gonna make this! All right, we're going again. I just need to make sure I get past that last part perfectly with the gun. I need to aim like down and then up. Sounds like I'm trying to do a Street Fighter 2 maneuver or something. Oh God! Oh no. And when you get hit, you lose all your speed, and it swung this thing around like 360 degrees. I'm kind of surprised that yep, that's what I was waiting for. I was gonna say, I'm surprised I haven't gotten dismounted from it. Also, helmets aren't really that effective when the thing that you're getting into an accident with is going like 900 miles an hour. All right, so we're gonna go kind of at an angle here. There we go, sweep across, then go kind of toward the middle. Perfect, okay. Now, as long as I don't mess up and get hit by one of the windmills, we dodged all those, I have to make sure that I shoot the plywood perfectly. Man, I had to do this quite a few times to get the pattern. Stand, squat, duck, down, through. There you go, checkpoint. Which floating car can squeeze in between two tugboats better? How is that a competition? How is that a competitive event? I love how, out of everything Alex could have tested about these, it was what can squeeze through a tugboat better. That's what came to mind. Probably this because of how, what I was trying to say is probably the ATV because of how small it is. But I am gonna try the other stuff first. You may say to yourself, what are you doing? I'm testing to see if the tugboats were flammable. They are not. All right, 15 seconds. Can it squeeze between two tugboats? Armored vehicle, go! Oh, no, it can't. In fact, wow, this thing drives faster upside down than it drives right side up. How weird is that? All right, come on, APC, don't let me down. You gotta be able to do this. You have the power, you have the weight, you have the determination, you have a chance. Wow. Okay, all right, and, oh, just barely. I'm trying this again, just to make sure I can't maybe cut, yeah, oh yeah. I can't cut a few more seconds off of my time. It's doing it, we did it, okay. Now I gotta wonder, can anything else get past the tugboats? Which floating car is more unsinkable? A belly flopping event for a special car. Specials in quotation. So is this the loser? Like, the most unimpressive vehicle of all the choices? It's gonna be the Sherp, isn't it? Because it never wins anything. So what, you have to jump and land in front of the arrow and then get hammered down into the water or something? Great, it's like playing human skee ball. All right, we're gonna back this thing up. Get as much area as we can. Big jump. And ow! Oh, what the? Huh, if you fail, you teleport back to the top. That's interesting. All right, I wanna see if I can arc this thing. There we go. Huh. Did he put I think he may have put in a teleportation device over the entire ring except for where the arrow is. So maybe you have to be able to jump right in front of the arrow. I don't know how I can get some extra distance with this, like try and roll it sideways? No. Okay, I've gotten as much distance as I could get with this thing, and it just can't fly far enough. Now, you have not won anything yet, oh salmon-colored sad vehicle. So we shall give you the opportunity to score a point. Big speed, bring it on in. Totally leave the passenger door open because that's how we do things. Safety's an afterthought around here. It can definitely get the distance. Huh. It's still teleported back to the beginning. So, oh, hold on. I think I know what's happening. I think if the vehicle goes down a certain distance, it teleports back. So we're truly trying to find out which stays closest to the surface of the water after it belly flops. I mean, I'm gonna try it one more time, getting as close as I can to the arrow. Yep, I brought this thing down here, outside of the challenge, so I could see what Alex had done. Look at this gigantic minefield of teleporters. All right, now the Aqua Blazer here could probably clinch the win if it was able to do this. And, huh. So it goes down too far too. I'm gonna double check. Gonna kind of lean back a little bit. Yeah, it teleports right away. How about the truck? All right, truck says, oh, this is a nice jump. Wow. I'm gonna get right on the arrow. No. Okay. So finally, I assume, for the first time in its career, the Sherp does something because it floats super hard. Okay, so I guess I have to like line this up. And then, no, that didn't do it. I think you have to land it literally right at the arrow, watch. How about to the left of the arrow a little bit? This has gotta be it, right? Like, you're not trolling me, are you, Alex? There we go! Okay, and I think what happens is that big arm has a teleporter on the end, and so if you touch the teleporter when it swings around and slaps you, I think you get to go to the next part of the board. So let's go under this, up against the wall, and then, yeah! It won an event for the first time! Oh, what a consolation prize. This is like getting a medal for coming in 80th place. Which floating car can surface faster? After you've drowned, which car can pull its way back upward? 45 seconds. Is that like how long until I run out of breath and die? Countdown to sadness. And, oh. Whoa, what the? So, what is this? There's a UFO down here with me. That's nice. So the water, oh, okay. So then the water turns back on, and it depends on how long this thing takes to rise all the way back up to the top. Since it has no way to speed this ascent, it's really bad. Like, even if I use the tires, look at it. It doesn't go really any faster. Maybe it goes a little bit faster, but this is still terrible. I'd rather be getting probed right now because at this point, I would be drowning. And there is still a long way to go to get to the surface. What happens when you fail? Do I just have to stay underwater forever? One of the classic nightmares that I've had before was the ice that, oh my God, that's what it is! He's put a giant wall and you stay buried underwater forever. Ah, thank you very much, Alex, for backhanding me across the face with one of my phobias. This has gotta do it, right? The reason why I say is, this has a way to jettison itself through the water. That is, if the pressure down here doesn't crush my vehicle first, which it approached crush depth. So it is definitely possible. Oh, I think it messed up my vehicle really bad. It does still work. It doesn't work great. And it doesn't work super fast, but maybe we can get to the top before I'm stuck down here forever. In my head, I thought this thing was way faster underwater. I guess that's what the tests are for, to make sure that my disappointment is truly solidified in the world of floating GTA vehicles. It did not make it. Also, we're violently peeing oil all over the bed of the ocean here. All right, truck boat. Water turns off, truck boat falls, big distance drop. Now, how will this do? I don't know. I really don't know how fast this thing goes to the surface with its giant canisters that are on it. It does have the engine, so it gets a little bit of both. It's got its engine to push it upward, which really doesn't seem to be doing too much. And then it has the fact that it floats really well. Now what? The other thing we can do is drive on the wall. Here. Because it does have four-wheel drive. So the tires will kind of catch on the wall. Yeah! And allow us to drive up the wall. This might get there. This might get there. It's going to be really close. No! Oh, weird. My gun is stuck in the wall. All right, maybe the APC has something it can do well. You know, finally. Are you able to do anything? It doesn't so much float. It just kind of free falls to the surface of the water, if you notice. You know, it spins completely out of control. Driving this thing is an absolute nightmare under here. I do not think that we are going to get to the surface before the barrier comes down. No, not even close. All right, ATV. Now Are you kidding me right now? I think some of my blood is inside of my... Oh, come on! The Aqua Blazer has a legitimate opportunity to do this. You know, we'll transform and then just rocket upward and hope this works. You can see this thing goes at a 90-degree angle. It is going straight up. You kind of have to hold the stick down in order to keep yourself leaned all the way back. I don't know. We might only get to where the truck was. It's gonna be close. Nope, still getting murdered. Okay, so I've done this multiple times now. The one thing I've learned is that you need to make sure when you hit the ground that you stay on this. You know, whether it's like kind of like rolling down the side of a hill or something with the tires, but that you don't get launched off of it. And then if you twitch yourself when you're climbing, you get a little bit of extra speed, like you kind of twitch to the left or the right, see? And it can just barely make it. Right there, the floor came in, and we just barely got to the surface. So that means that the Aqua Blazer takes another one of the events, and that means we have a winner! Well, my mom told me I should drink more water, and it almost killed me. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of GTA. Till next time, stay foxy, much love.